Good afternoon to all my kings and my queens. I want to thank you for tuning in with another episode of Uniquely Divine with Tamar Podcast. And in this podcast episode, I just want to talk to you about being okay with elevation. And I know that in this just society that we live in this generation that we live in, a lot of people are scared of growth. They want growth, but they don't want to do the things that's truly going to make them elevate. So I encourage you to step out of society's norm. Be okay with standing out. Be okay with, inspiring yourself to become the best version of yourself. Because what you do that's out of the norm, like creating a podcast, creating a YouTube video, or, creating a YouTube channel in general, like just doing something, deciding that you're going to go all the way in with becoming your better self. And when it's not normal to other people, they're going to look at you and they're going to judge you. And I know a lot of people that get upset, they're hurt by it, but I want to encourage you, once you step out of society's norm and you're okay with changing your life path, that's when it's gonna, your life is gonna change for the better, not only for you, but for the people around you, like the positive people that you have around you, because they don't want to see you on the level of scarcity. The people that's truly for you, they want to see you at your best self. They want to see you at your higher self. So always continue to, to grow, to elevate, to change your mindset, to shift from scarcity to abundance. And I know it's not going to be easy. It is a hard and lonely process, because once you commit to excellence, you will be tested. I heard Tony Gaskins say that. And that's so true, because when I made up my mind and I made a decision that I wasn't going to play it safe with my life anymore, my life started to change for the better. And I was hit with things that I didn't even think, that I was capable of happening. But, I just had to keep going, keep pressing, because I knew that I was going to overcome it. And I knew that I needed to share my story, because a lot of people can benefit from my story. So you have a story within you. You have a gift within you, but it's up to you to bring out that gift. It's up to you to do the work on yourself. It's up to you to actually be passionate about your growth. Don't be intentional. Don't be passive about it. You have to be intentional. You have to go all in and not look back, because once you look back, that shows God, like, you're not fit for this. So I know it's going to be hard. You're going to go back to the way that you used to live, and you want to go back to the people that you're used to being around. But once you change your mindset and people is not on that level, they look at you like you crazy. You can't go back to that, because they're going to try to bring you back down. They're going to try to hurt you, or throw anything at you. They're going to try to judge you from your past, especially the ones that you grew up with. Once you start to elevate, they're going to look at you like, oh, she thinks she better than somebody. Like things like that. Like they're going to throw up your past in your face, like little things. When people are intimidated by your growth, you're going to start to see it. But once you make it to that level of elevation, the level that you want to make it to, and then that's when I remember her, girl. You remember me from such and such. And you be like, oh, hey, that's you. Oh, okay. How you doing? And keep it moving. Because they're going to try to bring back your past and the things that you've done in your past. But the past is the past, and you can't take it back. So it's up to you to keep going. It's up to you to keep pressing. It's up to you to just keep flowing with life, because once you do so, it's just going to bring you peace. It's going to continue to bring you peace. So continue to keep your eyes on the prize. Look forward and just know that God got your back. That's what I got to tell myself every day. Because it's times where I just want to throw in the towel. It's times where I just feel like, oh God, why am I doing this? Nobody's listening. Or I feel like I could be so much further along, but I know that I'm in the season of my life for a reason. And you are too, especially if you committed to excellence. Like if you wanted to see better in your life, you made a decision in your mind that you're going to go all the way in. Baby, you at the top. You right where you need to be. Because you're in that season of your life for a reason. So keep reading your books. Keep listening to your motivational podcasts. Keep listening to things that's going to inspire you and that's going to uplift you to keep going, because you got this. You got this. And I have faith in y'all. So keep going, keep pressing. When you feel like your back is against the world, my New York accent came out. But when you feel like your back is against the world, you got to keep pressing. You got to keep going. Don't look back. Because if you look back, you're going to get distracted. That's what the enemy wants you to do. He wants you to turn back, look back, and go back to them old things that broke you. Go back to them people that hurt you. No, you are so much bigger than that. You have purpose on the inside of you. You have something that's pulling you to keep going. And that something is the power of God. So keep going. You already got it on the inside of you. So I have faith in y'all. I have courage and knowledge to know that you will make it. But you have to have it in yourself to make a difference, y'all. So please keep going, keep pressing, keep looking forward, and know that when you have your moments where you don't want to do anything, you just know that somebody is waiting for you to share your story, because you never know who's listening, you never know who's watching, and you never know who you can inspire. It can be one person that can change your whole life. So keep going. I have so much faith and confidence in y'all, because if I can do it, you can do it. And I know I say this in every one of my podcasts, but this is the truth. You have the power to do anything that you want to do, but it starts with a mindset shift. It starts with you making a decision. And once you make that decision and you make up your mind and you continue to work towards that progress or that process, you're going to make it. It may not be when you want it to be, but you're going to make it to your destiny. You're going to be hit with everything that the enemy think he can do, throw at you. He can hit you with your finances. He can, you could lose a family. You could lose a family member, a lost one, a friend. People are going to drop off from your life. Not by death at all times, but it's just you're gonna hit. He's gonna continue to throw things at you that you wouldn't expect. But when he starts to do that, that's when you're on your way to your destiny. He's gonna continue to, throw darts at you, but that's okay, because you got the power on the inside of you that's gonna continue to push you to your destiny. It's gonna push you to greatness. That's gonna allow you to keep going. It's going to be hard, but you will make it through. You will. So don't let it stop you. So continue to keep going. Allow yourself to be happy. Live in the present moment. And that's another thing that we don't do. We don't live in the present moment. We have to enjoy the moments and the seasons that we are in at the moment. We have to show up. Not for yourself, but the other people that you are here to benefit for. We're not here in this world for ourselves. We are here to bring meaning to someone else's life. We are here to share our story. We are here to be a blessing. We are here to block or, to help someone that's on the same path as you, to help them turn around and allow them to shift from the path that you went down. It's a block that you have to stop before they actually get there. And since you went through that road, on that road and on that journey, what to do. So don't, we got to lift each other up, y'all. We have to keep pressing. We have to keep moving forward. We have to keep looking at the bigger picture, because a lot of us can be selfish. And, I'm not going to lie. I was selfish before too, but I had to put myself out the way. And when I did that, I was taken advantage of. But that's okay, because I knew it was all for purpose. Once you start to go through that pain and you go through that season of isolation where God just removed everybody from your life, that's when you're going to see who you truly are. That's when you're going to be tested the most. And that's just him testing your faith to see if you have what it takes to make it to your next level. So don't give up. Don't give up. Because you're going to be tested. The enemy is going to try to bring people back into your life, exes, old family members that done you wrong, a lot of people. But it's up to you to make a decision that you're not going to get caught up with that. Don't fall into that trap. Because he's going to try to do anything and everything to get you to stop and look back. So I encourage you to keep going. Keep looking forward. Keep your eyes on the prize. You got this. You got this. I don't care what you're going through. I don't care what you think. I don't think I can make it through, or, like when you have those negative thoughts, don't let that stop you. Don't. Because it's only going to allow you to build the strength, build the courage to make it, to push yourself. And you have to remember your why. Why did you get started? Why do you want to commit to excellence? Why do you want to shift from scarcity to abundance? Who and what are you doing this for? Ask yourself this question. And eventually, once you can remember to keep your why in front of your mind, your life is going to change. I'm telling you, it's going to change. You're going to fight through everything that the enemy stole from you, everything that he tried to distract you with. You will make it through. And you know how? Because your why. Your why. Once you go back to your why and you make a decision in your mind, you write it down on paper. That's another thing. Once you make your decisions, you write it down, make a commitment to you and God, read it out loud, and list out your whys. Why am I doing this? Why do I want to shift my mindset? Why do I want to go from scarcity to abundance? Why do I want happiness in my life? Why do I want to be successful? List it all down and repeat it to yourself every day. Because once you got that in your mind, you got something to fight the enemy with. Because there's going to be times where you don't even want to get out the bed. You could be happy and jolly one day. You could be sad and depressed the next. Where you just don't even want to move. But once you go back to your why is going to wake you up. Your why is going to allow you to keep going. Your why is going to get you started on your next journey. And I have faith in y'all. I have faith in each and every one of you to keep going. Because if I can do it, you can do it. So don't look at where you came from. Look at where you're going. Life is a journey. You determine how far and wide you want to travel. Don't stop there. Don't stop. Because I'm telling you, once you give up, you can start over, but it'll be pointless for you to start, to give up when you're right close to you, when you're right there at your destiny, when you're right at your peak season. It'll be pointless for you to do that. So have the faith, have the courage. And if you feel like you don't have any faith, go to God and talk to him personally, one-on-one. Get that quiet time in with him. If you don't know how to pray, just say, "Help me, Lord." That's what I used to do. Shoot, help me, Lord. Help me. And just cry out to him. But you have to come to him as humble as possible. Put yourself on the back burner and put him at the forefront of your life and see how he changed your life. That's all he wants, is that quiet time with you. But are you willing to give it to him? Give him that time. Spend that time with him and see how your life transforms. Because I'm telling you, once you make that decision and you made it up in your mind that you're going to go all the way in, you're going to be called crazy. You're going to be looked at as if you're crazy. But that's okay. Forget them people. People going to talk about you till the day you die. There's nothing that you can do about it but make a difference. So continue. Continue to do what makes you happy. Continue to do what brings out the best in you. Continue to work on your gift. If you don't know what it is, ask God about it. Go to him. Pray to him about it. And he'll show you. He'll show you on his time, though. And that's another thing. We have to get out of our own way. Because I remember the times where I would ask God, like, "God, what is my purpose?" And I used to ask him a lot of times. Like, so much. And I'm just like, let me just step out the way. Let me just back up. Let me focus on something else, so I really won't, keep asking this question, because I know your timing is the best timing for my life. So allow me to be patient. And once he revealed to me what my purpose is, he gave me a vision. And that vision is what's carrying me today. So I know that I have a greater work here on this planet. And so do you. But it's going to come to you. It can come to you in a dream. It can come to you in a vision. But you have to stay patient. You have to stay and wait for his time. So be consistent. Don't give up on him when you can't hear him or you can't see him. Because that's him testing your faith. So continue to keep pressing. Continue to keep motivating yourself to become the best version of yourself. And like I tell you in each and every one of my podcast episodes, what does your higher self look like? Ask yourself, what does my higher self look like? And do the things that you want your higher self to become. Please. Because once you do that, I'm telling you, that's all you really need. You got the cues right there. You have all the keys. But all it takes is just timing. God's timing. Don't force it. Don't rush it. Just stay consistent. And consistency is key. But I just hope that this inspired somebody as it did for myself. But I do want to thank you guys for listening today. And I want to thank you for tuning in with another episode of Uniquely Divine with Tamara podcast. And I'll check in with y'all next time.